When we think of pioneers, our mind's eye conjures images of covered wagons, long treks across barren prairies, and harsh physical conditions endured by hardy individuals determined to improve their lives. Today's pioneers continue to seek a better life for all people. They face challenges on new terrain and struggle with adversaries hidden from the naked eye. When visionary Texan Tom Slick founded our institute in 1941, he opened up a new frontier for innovative scientists, giving them free rein to explore new ideas in biomedical science and boundless opportunities to investigate the unknown. Now known as the Texas Biomedical Research Institute, we continue to build on Tom Slick's dream, remaining true to the pioneering spirit he fostered on our San Antonio campus. Today, some of the world's most talented scientists are discovering fresh solutions to age-old problems and developing ways to combat new biological threats, enhancing lives through discovery.
Scientists are pioneers of today because they're challenging established dogma. They're going beyond existing boundaries. It doesn't necessarily take physical courage, but it takes intellectual courage.
The scientists here have been blazing new ground certainly since before I came here 30 years ago. We've made great progress in pushing the frontiers of science forward.
In our virology and immunology department, a treatment for hepatitis C, a disease that affects 170 million people worldwide and nearly 4 million Americans, is within reach. In our Biosafety Level 4 laboratory, the only private maximum biocontainment facility in the United States, Texas Biomed scientists are also working to detect and counteract serious naturally occurring human pathogens like anthrax, plague, Lassa virus, Ebola virus, and Marburg virus. Each has the potential to be used as a bioterrorism threat. It is this threat that makes the containment lab so important.
The Biosafety Level 4 laboratory is critical because as new viruses emerge, and we know they will, we often don't know how dangerous they are. And having a maximum containment laboratory, we can start at the highest level of containment and determine how transmissible it is.
Texas Biomed has one of only 8 national primate research centers. Among other successes, chimpanzee research at the Institute was instrumental in helping scientists develop the current hepatitis B vaccine that is preventing the spread of this disease in more than 100 countries. Primate research also contributes to the great advances in developing vaccines for tuberculosis and therapies for treating other health conditions, such as diabetes and heart disease.
We have studied risk factors for heart disease, primarily cholesterol levels in baboons, very closely controlling the level of fat in the diet, something that we couldn't do with humans, and discovered genes that influence cholesterol in baboons, and those genes do also influence cholesterol in humans.
Just as rail travel opened the West to further exploration, advances in genetic research are a gateway to unlocking the mysteries of the most elemental of human traits.
The process for gene identification is really a two-step process. First, you're finding where it's located in the genome, and once you know that, you want to identify the actual gene. Once you know these genes, it provides you with novel targets for drug development.
Not only are we gathering information through basic scientific research, Texas Biomed scientists use and share that information, housed in the world's largest cluster of computers for human genetic research. This data allows scientists to search for key genetic information at record speed, helping them connect the dots in their groundbreaking research.
We're very fortunate here because we have a tremendous resource, the computing ranch that has 8,000 processors. This is unparalleled in the world, so it leads to great potential for collaborations with different investigators around the world.
Texas Biomed's multidisciplinary team of more than 70 doctoral-level scientists work on 200 major research projects at any given time.
There's a real human element to what goes on at Texas Biomed every single day, because in essence what we're doing is trying to improve the human condition.
Science has yet to find a way to accurately predict the future, yet we all have ideas on what it could hold. For San Antonio natives Kim and John Shepard, the future holds the promise of a healthier life for the couple's 2 young children, who both carry a rare genetic disorder called cystinosis.
When we were first diagnosed with cystinosis with John Ben, the doctors didn't know much about it. They told us that John Ben would probably live till he was 9 or 10 and go into kidney failure.
To survive each day, John Ben and his little sister Ava must take more than 30 drugs at strict 6-hour intervals around the clock. There is no end in sight for this rigid routine until a cure for cystinosis is found. Kim's family and friends raised funds to begin cystinosis research at Texas Biomed, and that research has led to broad findings for a wider range of diseases, plus even greater funding. But finding a path to a cure for cystinosis or other diseases begins with donor funds. It is donor support that enables Texas Biomed to recruit world-class scientists, build state-of-the-art laboratory facilities, and further enhance research programs.
The new facilities will enable us to expand the number of principal investigators we have on our staff. They will enable us to bring some new research programs that will complement our existing research programs and will make us a much stronger institution scientifically.
As a private research institute, the first step toward discovery begins with private donations, just as it did with cystinosis.
It's a very simple case. There's no support at the state level. There's no revenue from students or patients like major universities, so we are heavily dependent on our donors to fund the organization.
Throughout today's Texas Biomed campus, signs of donor support honor the generosity that has long empowered our vision. Whether you join our prestigious Golden Circle, contribute to building new research laboratories and recruiting scientists, or endow specific programs, your partnership will enhance the lives of people the world over. And your generous support will build a brighter future for all of our children, as well as a family closer to home.
My kids are doing really well. They're actually very strong for kids who have cystinosis. They're doing much better than a lot of others. But for their future, we don't know. And hopefully, Texas Biomed can help them live a lot longer.
Your donation will provide significant hope to individuals today and the promise of a healthier world for generations to come. We are the Texas Biomedical Research Institute, enhancing lives through discovery.